How you doing today? We're going to talk about how to clean a old window that's going to go into my 78 Trans Am, and we're going to put a brand new defrost strip on it using a Permadex glue. So let's see how we're going to do this. Let me rotate the camera for you guys. This is what we're going to be cleaning up today. The reason we got this window, it's a lot less scratched than the one that came on the car down here. And that being said, I'm trying to finish this up to look half decent, so I don't want too much scratch glass on this car. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to take the clay bar. We're going to clean the window with the clay bar, and then we're going to wipe it down with alcohol in the defrost areas. This one's actually in very good shape, as you can see, but this side here is missing. So what I plan on doing today is gluing a new one on and then testing it with my meter, which I'll go through with you guys on that. So anyways, let's get to cleaning. So we're going to start clay barring the window. So what I plan on doing here is I'm just going to angle the camera down so you guys can see. I'm going to use my dirty clay bar, I call it. I have a dirty clay bar for a reason. This clay bar, I use for all the junky stuff, right? And then we'll open up a new one at the end to do a final wipe of the glass. So step one is to spray the glass down, warm up, because it's only like 15 degrees in my garage here. Warm up the clay bar. Oops, turn on the sprayer, that helps. Wet the whole glass. Now, this window is probably sitting outside for the looks of it, I don't know, 10 years. So I don't like to go against the heater grates on the window. So what I like to do is go with the grain, as I call it. And you'll see step one here will take off, I'd say 90% of the dirt on the glass. You can see it's getting dirty. So what I gotta do, stretch it, stick it back together, and then continue on. You'll see me do this a few times. You can hear the dirt coming off the glass. I wouldn't push too hard on the glass sitting on easels like this. Take a look. Look at that black. This is the dirty clay bar. If you can imagine, I've actually done worse. The actual window that I had over there that's actually scratched up worse was actually dirtier than this window. And on top of it, I had to scrape off all the rubber stuff on that window. And then once I got looking at it on the car, I wasn't very happy with it. So what I'm doing now is going through each grid here. Try not really to rub on this because it can take off the coating on the defrost. You gotta be careful with that. You'll feel stuff in the glass, just feel it with your glove. You just run this over nicely. Takes off, like I said, 90% of the stuff. Pretty amazing. And then you got the old butol here at the top of this window. Must have been butoled in, not glued in like my other one was. Most of it's gone, which is nice. So there's a little dot right here. So we're gonna look at that in a second. You can feel everything with the clay bar. Unless you have someone overspray the car. And then in here, I like to go down here, but I might get an X-Acto blade to clean that up a little bit. But again, you can just see how much junk is coming off this thing. And who knows, that could be years of smoker stuff. Whatever, who knows what a 70s car had. Now, I'm just gonna clean this up some more. Go along the edge again, like I said. Nice thing, it's not paint, so you're not gonna get that, with the clay bar, you gotta be careful on paint. You always wanna go one direction. You don't wanna go like this and then like this. Not usually a good thing. Could leave multi-scratch, like micro scratches in your paint. But on a window, you just sit here, keep going at it, and then what we're gonna do is wipe it off and see what we got. Got a couple spots here on the glass. I can feel like stuff that's on there. You can hear it with my nail. So I'm gonna have to look at that. A little piece of stuff coming off the heater lines here, so you gotta be very careful. Like I just took some off. Again, just be careful. It is making them look nice and clean, which is nice. These old windows right now, you can't get them. Well, not up here in Canada anyways. But you can get them. I think they're quadruple the price they're supposed to be. So let's do our first wipe down. I'm gonna use a dirty cloth because it's gonna be pretty dirty. Look, it's like gray. That's round one. All right. I'll be back if you want to get a scraper. Okay, now that I got the scraper, a couple of those hard spots I heard. One here, I just want to, you can hear it on the glass. I'm trying not to scratch glass. Use the X-Acto at a 45-degree angle. Problem with these Canadian cars, a lot of them, people use their scrapers for like winter time to get the ice off. There's a lot of damage to these old windows. You're just very careful. It will scratch. You just want to go just gently. The clay wire will get most of it. Honestly, that was only, oh, there's one more right here. I use lubrication on that, but guess what? You don't, it could scratch the window. Don't say I didn't warn you, but it scratches your window. And do not hit the heater core things with the X-Acto knife. It will kill them. So, everything looks really good here. I'm gonna give it a wipe down now with the new clay bar. But I think first what I'm going to do, I'm going to scrape right here. You can hear it. All the old sealant off. It's actually coming off very easily. So let me get this scraped off and then we'll get back to cleaning the window. So even after 5 minutes of scraping here, just thought I'd bring you guys in and just show you guys. I might even just flip the camera around here in a second. But if you just go gently with the X-Acto blade, back and forth, 45-degree angle, cleans the glass very, very nice. A little black stuff here. And clay bar can probably take it off, but when we take it off gently with the X-Acto blade, it just makes it easier. Go like back and forth like this. You hear it coming off the glass. Like right here, there's a big chunk of whatever it is. Goopy goop, if you want to call it. I don't know. Something like that. Anyhow, it's going to keep scraping away here. Then we'll get to the next part of showing you at least cleaning the window. This is a little more than I thought it was going to be. Not bad, don't smell like a brand new when I'm done. But that's what we're going to call the Kijiji fix. Good as new. Just clean it up and make it look new. Anyways, be back in a minute. Just wanted to bring you guys back in here and just show you what I'm doing. You can see if the camera wants to focus for me. Sit here, clean it like this. Go nice and back and forth gently. I'm trying to stay within the trim area, just in case, you know, I don't want to see scratches where I don't have trim. So just go back and forth. Like I said, Utah's a lot better than the other stuff that I was dealing with on the other window, the urethane. But this is going in with urethane probably sometime this week. You can see there's more here coming off. Looking good. I don't have to clean up the other side. You can see that's actually the other side that's dirty there. You can see how good it's a little garbage on it there. But hey, when this is done, like I said, it looks like brand new, or close to new as you can get for an old window. You can see the dirt coming off this, coming onto the blade. Clean it off again with the cloth, with microfiber. Anything you see coming off there in dirt, that's dirt coming off the window. Here's just pretty much what I'm looking at right now. We will repair all this. We'll glue that strip on. Actually, I peeled it off the other window. It didn't come with one, so I'm like, oh well, not using this window, so might as well use this strip. Tore it off the window. Gonna sand all these little patches here so it's nice conductive area for the new glue to glue it to the window. And we'll see if this stuff actually works. Other YouTubers on there say it does, so we'll find out real quick. So anyways, I'm just gonna get to the next step here. I'll be back in one sec. Bringing you guys back to the end process of the inside of this window being clean. I don't know if it looks as glossy on the camera, but it looks really good. But the other side is a disaster. So we're gonna flip this glass over now, start the other side. Hope I don't drop it. Gentle with it. Glass does not like to bend this way, supposedly. So we gotta be very careful with it on this side. Just looking at it initially, it looks pretty good. A little crap here on the edge. I'm gonna start the clay bar first, go from there. Actually, I might scrape it back the way down here first. There's a lot of garbage here on each corner. Get the spray on here. Now, you don't have to do any of these special sprays. They do help. They do have a lubricant in it. But you could do like a 10% palm olive or any type of dish soap you like. It does the same thing. So we're going to pull out our crappy clay bar again to give it a good pull. Heat up my hands. Big chunk that I have here, but you can see nice and clean. So I'm gonna go back and forth on the glass. Actually, this side's actually cleaner than the other side. Oh, I gotta show you this. Okay, so I want to show you something. I'm gonna flip you around here real quick. Okay, so check this out. See the dirt here? Rub this on there. It comes like brand new. Again, since it's glass, you can pretty much go any direction you want. I still try to go, here's a good example. See all that crap there? Run this over. Just keep going. You'll hear the noise stop. Voila, it's clean. Go to the next spot. Same noise. Actually see it there in the camera, which is nice, better than I can see it. Well, it's dissolving, so that's good. It's in here. You can see it first. You can see it first. You can see it first. Listen to that. Keep going. Eventually. It's going to be exactly level. Hearing this. Look, squeeze. Going over the bar. That's a window. Let me get to the corner there. Right under. Oh, there's the corner. Not too bad. Now, look, squeeze. That's a weird leak. You're doing this. That's good. It was freaking. Flying off inside, of course. There's your pretty. Everywhere else goes that way. You can see the dirt driven off. And this on this edge. Sounds good. Look, right there. Really good. That's the thing. That's not dirt. That's not dirt. That's really bad. That's a sandpaper. That's another thing stuff off. Like, that's what they feel below. I think I need to see it below. Bring it on exactly gently. Every time you sit. You know, see down here. You can see. I don't think. You know, we'll see it. We'll see it now. We'll see it now. Put it on here. Just see. We'll put it on there. Got not glass. Here we go. A little bit. This is where all shit sits. Excuse me. All the stuff sits. You can transcend right here. Oh, my God. Where was it? What? Same window. Big details. You don't have property down. You're going to just start it. That's what we do that. Don't remember. That's what we do that. So, that's what we do. So, as you can see, all that stuff. Stuff like that. You know, we're going to do it. Very good glass. So, you can see that's good there. Alright, let's see here. We'll come back more. Get spray. Get spray on. Pretty more video. So, bear with it. You'll mention like old videos that I've done before. Maybe enough. I don't know. I'll do a video on that. I don't want to do on this project. Every person I built a 3D on that. After you see the Canadian version, including the Canadian version. Look at the 3D. So, you order all parts for the 3D, and you put metal there. From then, that's nice. You see. Everything's in the middle. The hardest one, but the ability is that, you can see, I'll bring you to it. Well, he got this in the car originally, 1978. Special edition, which is really nice. Original car was gold, and we don't shoot it. Gold car black. But it's really black. They thought you knew it. It's got some gold carbon. And, yeah, that's that car black. That's what's gold, right? All the car there, look at it.
I love the dirt. Nice original there. Where's the dash? There's the secret. Rug call dirt. The secret. I'll show you what I've done. It looks pretty good. No, I'm not being a poultry guy. Also, I gotta go spend 10 grand to get a secret done. Let's do it on purchase, I guess. You know, get these valuable but you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I've done that. Just sounds like it's not good. You know, I'll do it. Alright, I'm gonna get this off. I do want the camera. So, see you back.
So this is step one. You can still see in the reflection there some dirt. I'm gonna get that. That's gonna come out with the second clay bar. I might even polish this guy. I like polishing glass. So the way I do it, it turns out really nice. Like if you go, you can see the window there reflecting over there. It's cleaner looking than this window, but that's because this is only stage one. We're gonna get back to this in a minute. So before I started, actually I wanted to make a video on this because I wanted to show you guys. So this is my compound pad on my little polisher, and I'm going to compound the whole glass and then clean it off and go from there. All right, just gonna start doing my compound thing. I'm gonna spread it around so it doesn't shoot everywhere. Well, we'll see. Probably still gonna shoot everywhere, but feels good. Okay, now next, pull out that dirty cloth again. I know it's dirty, it looks gross, but to be honest, to take the compound off, as you can see, it's really on there. So I'm gonna wipe it all off. And we're gonna go to our polishing stage. In the polishing stage, I use a white pad. And it gives you to the next level here. And then we're gonna put a sealer on it. And I do it actually for both sides. So it makes the window look just amazing. Give it a good cleaning. Don't mind a bit of residue on there, because really you're just going to put more polish on it anyways. So let's switch over to the white pad. Where to go? Oh yes, it's over here on the car. So white. So what we're going to do next is polishing stage. I'm not going to be too picky on how you do this. 3 blobs, as I usually say for doing the cars. Turn it on. It doesn't shoot you in the face. I'm going to just change over to the black pad now. Get ready for the next stage. But before we do that, what I want to do, take some of these cloths here. They're pretty clean. Just crappy microfibers. Again, it's not like your paint, so it's not like you're going to hurt anything. But you can just see the gloss is getting big time on the glass. I know people like, oh man, you wax your glass. Well, if you do it the right way, you don't have the wiper smear stuff on the front window. And I'm going to be honest, once I put this sealant stuff on, and then I use this orange VO7 spray from Chemical Guys, nothing sticks to this glass. Even on my normal cars, like my truck or whatever. So that's what I gotta say about that. Last stage, well, I'm gonna tap some of this stuff on here. Try to get as much as I can before the glass doesn't break on me. I'm running out. Try to get that's it. I think that's the end of my bottle. Alright, so this stage, that's all you really need. That much stuff. I'm gonna rub it around a little bit. You can hear it rubbing on the pad. Fire back up again. Alright, so turned out pretty good. Wax both sides. I didn't wax on where I'm going to repair the heater thing, which we're going to do right now. And I compared the two glass. I had actually had the other one up here to compare. And yeah, this has got a lot less scratches. Yes, there's still, this one is beat up, but just not beat up as bad. It's the best I can do with what's going on right now with people not being able to deliver stuff. The price of this has gone stupid. I think it was like $1,000 or $900. And there's not too many people that have any. The upsetting part, I did have a 77 that came with I think 8 rear windows. I should have just kept them way back when, but you know, space and whatever. Had to get rid of them. So anyways, let's go on to the next thing. I'm going to flip the glass over. Then I'm going to clean the heater area really nice, and then I got to read through the instructions of this special glue from Permatex, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I got all the product pulled out. So there's like your compound, your alcohol swab here. I believe this is a cleaner activator tablet you got to put on, and you got to stick it through this. So we'll get to that. Sandpaper to sand the contact thing I'm going to put on there. So you can see there's leftover stuff. I got to sand that down to obviously the metal, so you have good contact. Okay. And over here, I'm just going to show you guys a test to show that the continuity through the whole thing is still through the whole thing is still very, very good. So let me just set up the camera and I'll show you guys how that goes. So how we're going to do this, got the ohm meter set up so it makes a noise when it grounds out on each other. So what they say to do is make sure the grid is still good. So where it was contacted here, where it used to be glued, doesn't work. Where it wasn't glued, you hear, it still works. Above that, actually I'm just going to slide it. And you can hear, up here, I'm going to lose one grid. But it starts on the third line down. Works good all the way through it. As you can hear. So I'm going to get on to the next step, which is I'm going to sand off all these spots here so it's bare metal, because you don't want no non-contact stuff there. So I'm going to sand it right down to the bare metal, because that's the way it's supposed to be, just like so. You see the white stuff on there? Sand this down, right down to the bare metal. It's going to take a little while, obviously. Well, that one's not too bad. Look, already down the bare metal on that one. Same with this guy here. Keep sanding so it's bare metal. Done up here. There we go. So each one of these are very clean. They're shiny. So that sets me up for this. Now the thing is, what it says in the putting it back on the tabs, which is very, very interesting. If the tab fell off and it didn't take any of the material with it, but anywhere these spots here where the material's gone, I don't have any continuity. So I have to glue it. Once I set it up, I have to glue it right here, right there. Everything is spot down from where it was before, or that area won't light up or won't heat up. So we're going to see how easy that is. I have a feeling I'm going to have to take this on the glass, to be honest, and go from there. So I'm going to prep some things up here. I'm going to clean that with the rubbing alcohol really well, as it says in the instructions. I could use their clean air and whatever, but once you put this activator on, I think you get a maximum 15 minutes to play with it. So I don't want to mess around too much. That would be a bad idea. So anyways, I'm going to hit pause on the video, get everything ready to roll, because if I screw this up, I'm probably into another pack of this. So let's see what we can do. Like I said, I only got this much compound. Should be enough to do what we want to do, but just in case if it isn't, I got more. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got my tape ready. I put the activator on there. I got 15 minutes. So we are cranking away here. So next is the stuff to put on to the metal side. So I'm just going to try to open this up, hopefully. Obviously it doesn't want to open the way I want it to with gloves on, but we'll get it. Let's see here. Of course, you can just just tear it. It's easier. Oh right, gonna mix this up. That was something they mentioned. Let's mix this stuff up until it becomes like a creamy color. Or some gross looking thing. I don't know. Not a lot, so you gotta be careful. Like I said, you want to mix it up, so make sure it's all nicely mixed. So we want to get into like a funny color here, like that. Almost look like shitty mustard, I guess. One way to say it. It says it's poisonous and don't breathe it in. A whole bunch of little danger things on the back, so beware of that. So maybe we should be wearing a mask, we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up carefully. Whew, it is pretty strong stuff, so don't lick it or eat it or anything, okay? It has to be special, obviously, to, you know, mold or stick the glass stuff on. We're going to take our thing here. Each one of these things I'm going to be very careful. There we go. It's like an epoxy of some type that's meant for doing this. So there's 2 of them done. I'm wearing gloves. I recommend you do, because you're gonna need it. Okay. Put that on that one. Do this one here. Same thing. Put some on there. Make sure it's on there nice and thick. At least I am anyways. Getting low on stuff here. There's still some left. I'll try to put the whole strip on, we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna rub it around. Okay, put that in there. Now, what I wanna do is take my microfiber over here, just wipe my hands off, make sure it's nice and clean. Because I don't wanna put stuff all over the window. I'm gonna be very, very careful with this. All right. Here we go, guys. Is it as easy as I say it is? Probably not. It's gonna work. I hope so. There's the first one. I think, like I said, I'm gonna tape it to the glass. I hang it over like this. Bring my tape around. Stick it on. Oh, it didn't even stick to the tape. That's not good news. This does not look promising. Clean it again with the activator. So that does something. Put some more of this stuff here onto these ones again. To make sure that they're ready to stick. It just says let dry for 2 minutes, and then we have 15 minutes. Do not touch the grid surface with the tab. Well, We're not doing tabs, we're doing a strip, so we're gonna see how that goes. Let that dry a bit. Blow on this, I don't know, will it help? We'll see. Beige color, we got that in the thing. So, then we just gotta be patient. Apply 1 drop of adhesive to surface of the tab. Well, we did that. And then it says immediately apply the rear tab to the rear window. Hold it firmly for 1 minute. Okay. Here we go. Well, I did the 1 minute thing, didn't seem to work. Try again. We'll do 2 at a time. Should have maybe done this another way. Gotta hold it firmly for 1 minute, everyone. It's getting better. Probably a little harder to tab this because I'm doing a whole strip. I don't know, the temperature in the room is 14, so it's not too bad. Now, is a glass of 14? That's a good question. Now we're gonna do the next one. The next 2, I should say. Both where they gotta be. Perfect. Wait 1 minute. We'll see. This 1 minute takes a long time. Well, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, main thing we're gonna do on this car, I plan on making it an LS swap car. It's an automatic car originally. I do have the numbers matching engine and transmission. There we go, guys. Another 2. But it's one of those things where you are deciding on what you want to do with something. And you know what? I find, why not go with new technology on something like this car? And putting a nice fuel injected, or it'll look carbureted, but it will be fuel injected LS Trans Am. So at least I can use the shaker hood, is why I'm doing this. So it's one of those things you just gotta do, you know? We'll have videos on that, but the next video is probably going to be doing the brakes, finishing up some electrical work inside the car. Hopefully I have the glass guy coming in 2 days or so for this car, so we'll find out more about that too, and we'll go from there. I gotta say, I'm hoping this works. Gotta wait the full 2 or 1 minute, supposedly. That one doesn't want to stick. That's not good. Do 3 if I can. First two worked really good. But it's a long process, and this is probably boring. I'm most likely will fast forward through this for you guys, because I'd be bored. But the big thing is will this work? We're gonna find out. Once this all sticks, we'll do a little ohm testing and see if this connector here on the end is giving us an ohmage. Be nice. Bad news is, right here is not wanting to stick. I'll push nice and hard on it. Hopefully it'll go. We'll look at the activator stuff real quick. So activator, hopefully I haven't dried out of this thing yet. Doing exactly what we told you not to. Taking it out of here and rubbing it on here. Probably not the best idea. But it's going to be the only way I get this to work, I think. Now that activator needs 2 minutes to dry, I think I'm going to put some new fresh stuff on these two upper ones. I don't know why they didn't want to stick, but let's not screw around too much with this, eh? Like I said, I'm trying to make it a one deal thing. So that's it, we got 3 left. Amazingly, all these look really good. I'm going to clean them up actually, probably with the activator, I'm thinking. Where did I put the activator? Oh, it's in the thing. I was going to say, oh man, that'd be good. We can clean this up down here, clean it up with the activator. There you go, see? Just like so. I don't know how I'm going to clean it off after, but we'll figure it out. That's why we do a show like this. Figure all the mistakes I make so you don't make them. Ooh, that's sticky. That sounds, that's green too. Interesting. Thought I was going to have to use the tape. Guess not. Well, the window has been waxed. Good news is, which I didn't wax over here for good reason, because I don't want to have to deal with that. But we might pull some acetone out after and see if that does the job. I have a feeling it will. Alright, so we're on to, well, we gotta wait another minute or so just for this activator stuff to be ready, and then we're going to do this some more with this guy right here. Squeeze it down. Probably going to actually do this guy at the same time. Let's try to get 2 of them. Do the 1 minute thing. Yeah, it's a joke. Anyways, let's see how this goes. Crossing my fingers this works, because we got almost, more than 75% done here. So let's see how it goes. Pretty cool this shit works, I'm gonna be honest. Anyone with these, what I did a long time ago, it was really wrong. Try soldering one of these things on, not on this car, but on I think it was a 2005 or 9 Suburban we had. I got it on, it worked great. Funny thing is this, brought my son in for some hockey, come back out, and the whole rear window was shattered all over the place. First I'm like, what? Who's trying to break into my car? It wasn't that. It was a guy that friggin' heated up the damn thing, and it's tempered glass. You heat a certain spot in tempered glass, you weaken the glass. It becomes unstable, and then it shatters. So learned that the hard way. So, there we go. Last one. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we're going to find out. Now they recommend letting this sit for 24 hours for you to heat her up. So we're not going to heat her up obviously today. We'll have to test it tomorrow and I'll add that to this video. But if this works, whoops, it doesn't help when you don't do it right. But if this works, that'll be great. Like I said, I might lose one or two here. We'll see. I just owned from the from there before. It was going through. Not bad. It's coming from the connector. That could be a positive thing. Bet you this stuff's stronger than what was on it from the factory too. Oh, we're gonna find out. It falls off in a year, then I'll be like, well, guys, that stuff we did a year ago didn't work. No, of course the last one doesn't want to stick. Gotta be kidding me. We're gonna clean it with activator again. Let it sit. See what happens here. Maybe put some more of this stuff on. I got a little bit left, so why not use it, right, guys? And girls. I don't know. Could be a girl watching this. I don't even want to watch some guy friggin' sticking a thing on here, but whatever. Alright, clean my hands with this. So it's there. Gonna wait 2 minutes for this activator thing to activate. Don't get it in my nose. That'd be good. Probably not healthy. Smell? Not that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse. You know, I've done stuff with boats and, you know, stuff smells. Give this just another minute. My hands warm up because the glass is like ice. Might be the reason why it's not sticking so well right off the bat. I do have a radiant heater above us, but it's really doing a lot? Probably not. But let's give this a minute and then we're gonna go from there. This is a long process, but it's just like a 5-10 minute video. I apologize. We really wasn't planning on doing it that long. Just giving it another minute. I apologize. Anyways, well, we got a Foreman here. Something I just bought recently. Great machine. Actually, guys, you know, I'll do a review on it. It did have to get the software updated because it had a DC, the auto transmission. Was an update last year for it, or actually later. Actually, it was March it came out. And it fixes a problem where you go from the ESP manual mode to automatic. It will give you a dash on the instrument, kind of lock you out in third gear. Luckily with my machine, when that happened, I turned it off, turned it back on, and reset back to neutral, and I was able to drive the machine. So anyhow, let's see if we can get this last one to bite. This is what I want to do. Come on, baby. The last one. I know you can do it. Gotta keep it still, probably is number one. Yeah, it's gonna look better than one that's hanging off. But there's a lot of guys out there that just never thought they could do this. I just found this out today. Googled how to put on a rear defrost stud, and that's what came up. So I don't know. We're gonna find out real quick. Oh, this feels really good. Keep my finger out for another minute or another 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna clean up a little bit with it. I think I'm gonna get some acetone. Clean up with some acetone and some paper towel. Or maybe a microfiber. I'll tell you when I do it. But if this works, I have to say, guys, this is a way to do it. I recommend everyone try it, especially in the Trans Am guys and the Camaro guys of this vintage with this type of rear defrost. Because who thought it would work? Not me. I just thought I'd give it a go and do a YouTube video on it. And if it failed epically, I'd be like, it doesn't work, guys. But it seems to be working. Hands off. That looks amazing. Now we're going to do some poking around here, just for the hell of it. I really don't want to flex this around too much. Maybe I'll just take it from down here. Well, that's a good sign. Well, that doesn't seem good, but I think the problem is, yeah, that's the problem. That's on a clear part of the belt that I can see. Another part of the belt right here isn't working. That one's working really good. Well, once I can get it going. There you go. Come on, baby. There she is. Very nice. The bottom, let's see. Sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully it doesn't look on the other side. Let's take a look. That was a waste of masking tape if I ever used any. Actually, it doesn't look stupid. All I gotta do is do up some cleanup here where you can see some clear shit, and I think we're good. So let me get some acetone. I'm gonna clean it. I think you've been on this video long enough, and I'll be back. Well, I'm just finishing up here. Amazingly, it's still sticking. That's a good sign. I'm not gonna clean it though. I think this really nice spray. Remember I was talking about this orange chemical guy spray that I really like to use. It actually works really well. So I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe down with this, because I did clean this whole area with acetone after. I did use the activator to get it off. Like, so wearing gloves, you can play with the activator. It's not gonna get on your hands, because they really don't want you to get that stuff on your hands, okay guys? Not good stuff, all right? But as you can see, once I clean it with my orange spray here, it actually turns out really good. I'm gonna bring the camera over here so you can take a closer look, but I'm actually quite impressed. I know the window's not perfect. I'm gonna have to live with that for now. Like, there are things here I see on my window that, I don't know, not too many taking a shot at me to clean them, but they're not too bad. Just, I compared the two windows. This window is night and day, way better. So the orange spray I use is the VO7. It's great. It works on detailing the car too. Works excellent. So anyways, let me get over here and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. I'm going to grab the camera real quick. Okay. All right. So it turned out really good. Like, I'm actually really impressed. And I mean, it's on there too. If you look at that. And the really cool thing is, let me get the ohm meter going here. I've got a better view so you guys can see. It ohms out really well. Let me just put it in. It's into the connector. I can test different spots of it. Anywhere, that's on the strip, which is good. It does have something. I just don't want to push too hard on it because it just got glued on there. I'm actually really impressed. If this works, like, and you know what, for a street rod that's only used in the summer, probably never going to use the rear defrost. It's just in my heart. I know it's going to be right. And that's what I try to do here. I try to do it right. Now, you know, I do some half-ass stuff here and there. We all do. But if you don't want to get your car on the road right away, you can do things that are perfect, and then it'll take you 10 years to finish a car. I just started this. This car is only year 2. I'm this far. That's going from like grinding it down at my body shop, spending a ton of time on this bumper alone, and it still has little issues that no one's going to see but me. So, you know, but this car is going to turn out really well. And this is what this whole project's about. I want to do something for myself, the car that I've always wanted to build. I did have a 77 that was finished. Here's a good example. I had to put brand new quarter things, plastics in. Repainted the 2 upper corner ones. They were destroyed from the sun. And I'm just gonna, the rear seats I did myself. They're not perfect. I'm gonna add some more foam to the backrest one. I think I want to fill it out more. The steering column was toast. I had the console all redone. The console was fully redone. And I redid the dash. And it has its normal little issues that you would find on an older car. It's very delicate. You gotta be careful putting it back in. Did an audio sound speaker, which was really nice, but I didn't mount it right up against. I had to actually bend it down, angle it for putting the vintage air setup in it. So there's a lot of weird things I've done, which I haven't even done videos on. I wish I would have. Just came to the thing like, you know what? I should do videos on stuff I do. And you know, we have the new cars that we do. And we have the old cars that we do. And this car is a great story too, but we'll get into it another day. Anyways, thanks for tuning in if you have. Press like if you like to like things. And I really do think this worked out really well. I didn't think that you would ever glue a whole strip on this and have it look really nice. You can see right here where it moved, where it actually, whoever pulled this window out pulled it off. But the rest of it looks really, really good. For something that, you know, you can't get these windows, that's what it's all about. So, anyways, like I said, press the like button if you like this video. And I plan on putting more out. I don't know about what. I do everything. So who knows? Could be putting a tap in a house. But anyhow. Have a great day.